This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Tuesday, September 3rd. Rain and thunderstorms will rumble through the area again today. It will be a bit humid with a high of 84. Cloudy and a few lingering showers tonight. The overnight low will be 72. Here are today's headlines. Ladarian Brooks reflected on the last time he saw his younger brother. They chatted for a short time and then parted with a fist bump. The chance encounter earlier this month was brief but warm, but it took on new meaning Saturday as Brooks recalled that memory. It was the last time that he saw his brother alive. Brooks's brother was Corey Cobb Bay, who carried out what Dallas Police Chief Eddie Garcia described as a premeditated execution of a Dallas police officer in Oak Cliff and injured two others Thursday evening before fleeing in his car. A cross-city pursuit followed and ended in Louisville, where 6 Dallas officers fatally shot him after he stepped out of the sedan and raised a shotgun at police. Brooks said he, members of his family, and likely everyone who knew his younger brother were in complete shock after hearing what Cobb Bay did. He described the difficult process of grieving for a loved one knowing they've done something unthinkable. Police said Cobb Bay briefly spoke with Officer Darren Burks through the driver's side window of the officer's patrol vehicle at an Oak Cliff community center before fatally shooting him with a handgun. Cobb Bay then shot and injured 2 officers, Jamie Farmer and Carissa David, who responded to the scene. Cobb Bay's father, Emery Cobb, declined to be interviewed Saturday for this article, but expressed his condolences for the 3 officers and their families. He described Thursday's events as something that is unexplainable and incongruent with how he had raised his son. In other news, communities around the world are grieving, and protests have erupted in Israel this weekend after the bodies of 6 hostages were found in Gaza. In Dallas, the news hit close to home for communities connected to the killed hostages. Liel Slifer, a Dallas attorney, said hearing that her second cousin Carmel Gott was among the dead felt surreal. The 40-year-old Gott was kidnapped on October 7th by Hamas militants and had been in captivity ever since. For nearly 11 months, Slifer and her family have been waiting for Gott's release. Since October 7th, more than 100 of the around 250 people taken hostage in an attack by Hamas have been freed, and they were sure Gott would be released too. However, her family in Israel confirmed to Slifer that Gott was found dead with the other hostages after being shot in a tunnel in Rafah shortly before they were to be rescued. Gott's family in the U.S. and in Israel have been working to spread awareness about the hostages in Gaza. Israel believes 101 hostages remain missing. Next up, at a time when average new vehicle prices near $50,000 are pushing more shoppers to consider the used market, Consumer Reports is releasing brand reliability ratings and top picks of pre-owned models for the first time. The consumer advocacy nonprofit released the used vehicle studies that give Asian brands higher scores and more spots on the group's list of top picks. Among Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis, only General Motors made the top 10 in the reliability study and had models make the list of top-picked vehicles. Buyers returning to the car market after years away often face sticker shock when they see new vehicle prices. Lexus and Toyota top the list of 26 brands, as they did in the nonprofit's annual auto reliability study of new vehicles released in November of last year. Mazda ranked 3rd. Bottom-ranking brands include Tesla, Dodge, and Chrysler. And Costco bargain hunters are going to have to pay an additional $5 to $10 annually as the popular warehouse chain raises its membership fees for the first time in 7 years. The Washington-based company disclosed the forthcoming 8% increase in the fee to gain entry into its more than 700 warehouses in the U.S. and Canada as part of a monthly sales report in July. The new fees, which took effect September 1st, will boost the price of Costco's basic Gold Star membership from $60 to $65 annually, while the cost for the premium executive membership will rise from $120 to $130. The annual fee had remained the same since 2017, despite several years of unusually high inflation rates that finally have been cooling down in recent months. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and for the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more from the Dallas Morning News.